Hello YouTube, I'm Pilot Stud and welcome back to another top 5 add-ons video. Today we're having a lot of fun with all of these add-ons in this video today. 4 of them are free and 1 of them is paid for, so keep an eye out for the one I'll be featuring last today. It's a fantastic little add-on. Now you may notice I'm in a special aircraft today. This aircraft is completely free and my goodness, it's a lot of fun. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe, but now let's get into this top 5 video. Okay, so you guys know I do a lot of top 5 add-on videos, and it means I do find myself searching around a lot of the time for the best add-ons, and it means it is quite hard to keep a good frequency on these videos because some weeks there'll just be no good add-ons released. However, this week is a big exception. We've got fantastic add-ons released onto flightsim.to for me to share with you guys today. Now you can see we're in a glider at the moment. This is a Discus glider, I believe one of the most popular gliders on the market, really, used all over the world. Now the reason why this is special is because this is the first proper glider for Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's not a Flight Simulator X port or anything like that. You can completely run it off by yourself. And it works superb. Now I haven't been in a glider personally, however with another application which you'll see in a minute, it is perfect. Honestly, just like a glider. What would you expect? Now there is thermals modelled, I believe, to some extent, but we'll get into that later. As you can see, the glider looks perfect from the outside. It doesn't take a hit on the FPS. I have got multiplayer on, which would explain why it's a bit jittery. But I mean, look at it guys, it is superb quality. It's got a very simple cockpit, which I really like, and you got to remember that I'm not a glider pilot, so I might be doing this completely wrong. Now, I'm of course not a glider pilot, so I might not be 100% correct on the float model of the aircraft, but so far I'm very impressed. I mean, it generally looks like it is integrated in Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's the Discus 2B, by the way, and it's a perfect little glider. Now you saw me fly there, however you may be wondering how do I get up in the air with an aircraft on Microsoft Flight Simulator that has no engine? Well, once we load up, I'll show you the add-on which we use with this to get us up in the air. Now here we are back on the runway and we're ready to launch up into the sky. Now if you don't know, gliders, obviously not many of them are powered, although there are a few exceptions, and they rely on a cable to get them up in the air via over a ground tow unit or of course aero tow. If you'll excuse the beeping, we've got an application down here called Microsoft Flight Simulator Kinetic Assistant. If we load it up, you can see we get a nice little menu. Let's hop back onto Microsoft Flight Simulator, and you can easily connect to the game, and you get a nice little tick box up here saying it's connected. You can sort out the length of the string you'd want and the speed of the string, as well as its elastic strength. I'm not going to lie, I'm not too sure what any of these mean. It is just a great way to get your aircraft in the air. We're going to attach our cable now, and there we go. And now we can disconnect parking brakes. It says launch in 5 seconds. And when we're ready for it, the aircraft begins to accelerate. And as quickly as you can say glider, we are up in the sky, and isn't this magnificent guys? Really good stuff. Now depending on what you set it up to, it might keep you climbing for a while, although I'm not too sure how you would configure the settings, but from what I've been testing around with, it seems to work very well. Now of course you can change all of this, but you can also do aero tow, and this is very good if you've got an aircraft nearby on multiplayer or whatever, then it will scan basically for the aircraft and allow you to be connected up. I'm not too sure what happens if we activate it now. Back into, yeah, we just get pulled off mad. I'm not too sure if that's meant to happen, because of course there's no aircraft in front of us. Just a bit confusing for me, but we do get up in the sky very quickly. There's plenty of other features on there as well. Microsoft Flight Simulator Kinetic Assistant is a must-have if you'd like to do any gliding. I have to say I'm very impressed. I mean, just looking at this glider, you wouldn't know that it's not a default Microsoft Flight Simulator aircraft. It certainly is very epic. You could also use this one for aircraft carriers. Now there is aircraft carriers with catapults and arresters already, so I don't need to use this, but if you wanted to, you can. And of course you can load in thermal maps, which is a very nice feature. I'm pretty sure clouds do have some sort of thermals. It would appear as I go under them, they does seem to lift me up, which is how thermals work. but I'm not 100% on that, so don't hold me to it. Now let's move on to my third add-on. So as you guys know, there's no proper landing analysis for Microsoft Flight Simulator really, unless you're monitoring your feet per minute as you touch the runway, which is quite difficult to do. Let's be honest, you don't want to be staring at the instruments while you're coming into landing. Well, luckily there is a free-to-use application that completely solves this problem, called G's Landing Analysis, and it works superbly. Now G's Landing Analysis can be used for any aircraft in Microsoft Flight Simulator, whether it be payware add-on, freeware add-on, or default Microsoft Flight Simulator aircraft, and all it does is show you some metrics about your landing when your gears hit the runway, and it works very well. Now not only does it give you feet per minute, it also gives you G and how aligned, or should we say unaligned, were you from the centre line, and it seems to work really well. Once we hit the runway here at Norwich, you'll see if our landing is good or bad. Let's hope it's a good one. Okay, so not long to go till landing now. We're at good speed and we're quite well lined up, so hopefully it should be a decent landing. Okay, so I will admit that wasn't the best landing. We got 2.2 G there, but to be fair, it wasn't horrific. Let's just blame the icy conditions, we'll just do that. But there you go, as you saw on the top left corner of the screen, we had a little pop-up that revealed some metrics about our landing. Not the best landing, but not the worst. It's pretty hard to record and land at the same time. So G's Landing Analysis coming into number 3. With all of these, you can download them for free, except from the one in the description today. We're now going to move on to our fourth and final freeware add-on, and then we'll move on to the final add-on of today's video, which is payware. Okay, so welcome to Tenerife North, or Los Rodeos Airport, here in the Canary Islands. And the fourth add-on is another free aircraft. It is the Savage Grravel with 2 R's, because you know that means it's filled with power. Now this is a concept aircraft called the Monster Truck of the Skies. It is inspired off a real life example called Scrappy, I believe, and has a Ford Mustang engine, massive wheels, and a lift rate of 3,000 RPM. Let's take it for a flight and I'll show you the true power of this aircraft. Okay, so before we take off, let's just appreciate the cockpit. It is very well made. It is different to the original one. You can see we've got beautiful red background here, and I believe it is customizable. I think we've even got different instruments as well. It just looks very nice. Looking at the rudder pedals, yep, they look good, certainly. Control column, it is all custom made. All very good for a free aircraft. Let's get away now. And you can see, wow, oh my goodness, that took off quickly. Didn't even get my words out correctly, because this is just so powerful. Unrealistically powerful, very unrealistically powerful, but a hell of a lot of fun to fly. You wouldn't find an aircraft that could take off like that, or at least I'm not sure you could find one anyway. We could probably even cut it to land on this very long runway. We're quite high up this airport, so that's why they've got a long runway. But let's get down, and we'll take it for another spin. I mean, it is of course a bush aircraft, so it's kind of designed for short takeoff and short landing. That is the main point of it. It slows down very quickly, which is very nice. Let's try and get good landing. Oh, yeah, it's not evenly. Second time flying it, so I mean, the landing could be too good. But anyway, let's get back up now. Just look at this. We're up straight away. That's mad. That is really insane. It's a great lot of fun. I'm really telling you guys, if you guys love bush flying, then I mean you need this aircraft. It is certainly overpowered, but that is what is the charm of this aircraft. Unrealistically overpowered. Yeah, well that was better than the first landing, but I mean I wouldn't like to be in the plane during that. I imagine it's quite bumpy. You get 3 custom cockpits that you can change around with in the folder, and of course many liveries with it as well. It is a beautiful aircraft, fun to fly, a must-have for any wannabe bush pilot. And for people who love speed, because trust me, it gets up incredibly quickly, as you've seen. A truly beautiful airport here at Tenerife, and some beautiful clouds, but we'll get into that in a minute. Of course, Tenerife North, or Los Rodeos Airport, is overshadowed completely by the Tenerife airport disaster. I believe the worst aviation disaster in the history of aviation. I mean, it was horrific. However, times have moved on, and it is certainly a stunning airport. with some sad history of course. But moving into our fifth and final add-on is the only payware add-on in the video today. It is the SoFly Weather Preset Pro. Now this is a very simple add-on and they do the job really well. It adds 50 weather presets into the game. Coming in at £5, I believe it's on sale right now. It is truly worth it. I mean, look at the skies right now. We're using the hot and humid setting and it looks fantastic. Just saying, it's a lot better than Rex Weather Force, which I featured on my last video and got a lot of backlash for. And I mean, this is £5, the other Rex Weather Force is like 3-4 times more. This is certainly a lot better, I have to say. With tropical rays, this does look very good. To a horrible overcast like this one, to spring sunshine, to even almost disasters like the wildfire we've got now, to of course snow. I mean, this is something you'd probably never see in Tenerife. Weather Preset Pro is a truly amazing add-on, and coming in at £5 I really do think, which is why I included it in this video today. The only letdown is those pixelated clouds. That's Microsoft Flight Simulator's fault, not Weather Preset Pro. If you guys haven't got this gitter, I believe there's a freeware alternative, although it is not as good, and the presets aren't as good, although that one has escaped my memory, so I apologise for that one. So there we have it, guys. 5 add-ons today in this video. All of them are exceptional. The quality has been really raised by this video. I'll probably struggle to find better add-ons all in one video for next time, really. I hope you guys really enjoy my content. If you want to become a channel member, click that join button right now. You get exclusive perks like a shout out at the end of the video, exclusive content, discounts off merch, and a lot more. I'd like to say a massive thank you to each and every one of you. But from me today, I'm wrapping up this video. Have a fantastic day. Bye bye.